All right, are we live? Oh, I should plug my phone in. It's almost dead. Hey, we're live. And my phone is not got a lot. What do we got? 25%. Okay. Anyway, we're live tonight. All right, just making sure. Okay, on this Friday evening, Shabbat Shalom, May 5th, 2023. It's Cinco de Mayo. Well, hey, Shalom, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. How you been? How is everything down there where you're at? I hope you and your family are all doing well. I hope everything's going good for you guys. Welcome. How you doing tonight? How is everything? Oh, there we go. We're going to adjust this a little bit. There we go. All right. So anyway, good to see you. I hope everybody's doing well and your family and you. And I hope your schooling or your studies are going well. How are you doing tonight? It is 9:51 here p.m. May 5th. Yep, Cinco de Mayo, 5-5. 5-5 and 2 plus 3 is 5. There's 3 5s. Yeah, for anybody who's counting. Well, hey D, how you doing tonight? Welcome to D. How you doing, D? How was your day? Well, Shalim, you're just starting your day out. So good morning to Shalim. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. So good morning to Shalim. And good evening to you, D. It is 9:51 where we're at, or where I'm at anyway. I think D's on the same time zone. But anyway, it's the morning for Salim. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. Our Saturday will be in the morning. We're going to have to wait for ours. Yeah, Shabbat Shalom. Hope everybody had a great day. I will be reading the commandments tonight. Not a whole lot going on. You got through the first day of heat. Got up to 92. That is really warm. Huh. So you got a good air conditioner in your apartment? I lived in an apartment one time. I hardly ever lived in apartments because I didn't do well. I usually owned a home, but sometimes I was in an apartment. And when I was in an apartment where I met Dave, he was in a next apartment. The air conditioner did not work at all. It just racked up my bill, and then I would have to hang a blanket so I could just keep it in the living room where the air conditioner was, and it still was crappy. Sucked a lot of electricity and never really cooled it down, you know. Going to be hot through Tuesday. Oh, really? You got a heat wave. Your first official heat wave of the year. For May, huh? Well, I hope you got a good air conditioner and plenty of water. Glad I have enough food until then so I don't have to lug around groceries. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, all you can really do is leave early in the morning to shop. But hopefully you got a good air conditioner in your car. And even then, it can be really humid in the mornings. I mean, air conditioner works well. Thankfully. That's good, D. That is good. That's a make it or break it. You know what I mean? It's just like living in Minnesota. I hope you got a good furnace. Yeah, I do. I mean, but at least the heat waves, you can still kind of go in the morning and beat it a little bit. And you don't have to dig your car out for an hour just to get out of the driveway. That's probably what's better about the heat than the snow. Anyway, that's good, D. Hope everybody is taken care of. I'm gonna grab my Bible here. Yeah, this house has never needed air conditioner because it's an earth home. It stays nice and cool. And when it gets really hot, like when we're in the 90s or up to like 100, it's a rare occasion, but just shut all the shades in the morning. I get nice and cool overnight with the fans and the windows open, and then in the morning shut it up, shut the shades, then get it dark, and just leave the fans blowing up cold air off the ground, and I'm good. But my last house, I only air conditioned my bedroom, and it was ice cold in there because I was at work constantly, always gone. And whenever I was home, then we air conditioned it in my bedroom. All right, let's see here. I have it marked. I read about the Sabbath, which is Exodus 20. If you want to know where the 10 Commandments are, I'll show you real quick. Now we can see this. Well, hi, Grace. How you doing tonight? Shabbat shalom to you, too. If anybody wants to know where the 10 Commandments are, it is in Exodus chapter 20. And you see, starting at verse 2, there's the, I don't know if you can see that. Let's see here. Can I make it clear? Oops, you can't do that on here. It's not like my camera. How you doing, Grace? I hope you had a wonderful day. Yep, and good evening to Salim from Grace. So there's the first commandment. Second commandment is that big one there. This is the one that this one here, I don't know if you can see it. This one here is the one that the Catholics took out. From here to here. I don't know if you can see that. Second one. Third one, here. Fourth one, here. Fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. Wait, I can't see. I'm sorry. Let me do that over. That's the fourth, the biggest one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. A wonderful day indeed, even though we missed the Hardy Express Rapture today. Or was that yesterday? No, I think it was today, Grace. Because today's May 5th, okay? There's 3 5s. There's 5, May 5th. 5, 5. And then 2 plus 3 is 5. So that's 3 5s. 5, 5, 5. It should have been today at 5 p.m. or 5 a.m. Either way. But yeah, I guess we missed it. So we've been officially left behind. I don't know if anybody saw the Left Behind movie. I hope so, because I didn't, and I'm not sure what we do from here. Once we get left behind, what do we do? I never saw the movie. Why? Why didn't I see the movie? Why? Now I don't know what to do. We've been left behind. I should have watched the movie. I think Kirk Cameron. I think he's in it. He guaranteed it. I want my money back. Yeah, well, his guarantees are worth nothing. Not even worth the paper he writes it on. Yeah, guaranteed it. I guarantee it. I'm telling you guys, I guarantee it. Just like he guaranteed those 20-year paint jobs, you know what I mean? Then went out of business the next year. Because that's what they do. So it was the most beautiful day in Minnesota. It was kind of weird because like it was so beautiful. And then like 6 o'clock, all of a sudden it got really cold. And I had to put a sweater on, a sweat jacket. But just the most beautiful day. I think like once the sun started setting, I mean, it got really cold, like in the 50s or something. Oh man, was it a beautiful day. I didn't even go anywhere, did I? No, I didn't. Nope, I did not go anywhere. You know what I did? I worked out my pole barn. Getting my furniture ready to post for sale. I got a bunch of furniture from my that pickup last fall in the snowstorm. Anyway, I just brought everything out of the garage, brought some vehicles out, and got some room out there. It's as good as his Vines 57 ketchup rapture was. Yeah. Whatever happened to that? You guys, he was 57 years old. He was 57. It was pretty here, but too darn hot. Yeah. Yeah. It gets to a point where it is too hot. Like, especially to work outside. That's as bad as getting too cold. You know. But at least, like I said, I think it's usually nice even when it gets to 100. I think the mornings are still a little chillier to hurry up and get something done. But I remember sometimes being so hot that even overnight it was in the 80s. I mean, and if it's muggy, humid, oh, yuck. Even when you wake up in the morning, it's already hot and humid. Like that's like, wow, there's not even a break. But yep, it was what a beautiful day. Got some stuff done. I like that. I love having a productive day. So I don't know, do you ladies want to play any Bible Jeopardy, or do you just want to chat? What would you like to do tonight? Dee, do you have air conditioning in your car? Sometimes people's air conditioning will go out. But I love my air conditioning because, man, we used to work in the most hottest days, and my only relief was getting in the truck, turn that air conditioner on, try to get as cold as possible before you get out and unload. It was like lifesaver. Cool down on the ride to the next place and get out and anyway. Glad those days are over. Can't say I didn't have a good time though. Yes, car air conditioner works good too. Good. Yeah. That's a must, huh? So where do you live on the Bible Jeopardy? Would be fun. Yeah, I'll pull that up. I think it would be fun too. But I mean, you live in like South Oklahoma, almost to Mexico, right? Or Texas or something. I don't have a map in front of me. I don't know, but I mean, you're in the South. So, I mean, you're like one step from Mexico hot, right? Because it's a little cooler up on the north there. All right, let me just pull this up. Oh, close to Texas? Yeah, I'm not familiar with the geography down there. We can play if D's up for it. I'm slow at typing. Bruised my fingers catching a ball if you did. Oh, did you? Grace, you just got healed. Hold on a second. There you go. All right. Well, I hope your fingers feel better. That sucks because you can't do anything without your hands. So every time you move your hands, it hurts. All right. All right. Bible Jeopardy. It is fun. I like Bible Jeopardy. I'm glad you guys like it. Normally, it would be hot for just a day or two. This time of year, not 5 days in a row. Oh, really? Yeah, it is still spring, actually. It's not even summer yet, actually. Not even until June 21st or June 20th or something. We were not even officially in the summer yet. All right, I got that. All right. The KJ. It's no big deal, nothing like that. I know. That was bad. That was bad. All right. Well, getting hit in the hand with the ball is better than getting hit in the face with the ball. On the bright side. All right, here we go. Ladies, they have shuffled the deck for us. I'm going to pray us in. Heavenly Father, thank you for gathering us this evening. We thank you for all your commandments, including the Sabbath. They're always a delight. We pray, Father, that we can just be used by you to help other people and be useful and helpful and loving to other people. We just thank you for all of our blessings, including fellowship. We give praise to you. We pray for Grace's finger to get better, and we pray for anybody who's hurting tonight. We always pray that, Father, if you always, we pray that you always bless our gathering. Amen. Let me see what we got here. Let's check out the categories, shall we? Oops. You know what? So I get this front line for my dogs, right? It comes in a 3-pack, and I got 3 dogs, and it's usually $40. And this is for the 45 to 88 pounds. Perfect. Caleb's 50 pounds. Sprout's 85. So it's perfect for all 3 of them. And it's $40. Well, I went online to Walmart that I go to, and they said it was $27. I'm like, whoa, that's a good deal. So I thought, well, you know what? I'm not even going to order it because I'm going to go to Walmart tomorrow anyway. I'll just buy it there. And I get to Walmart the next day, and it's $40, the normal 40. What the heck? So I get home. Now I'm going to make sure. I looked up. It's still $27. I'm saving at $12. I think they said, or $13. So I hurried up and ordered it. It came today. So I saved $13 ordering it online, and it still came in a couple days. Where has our Sandra been? I can't hold her coffee forever. It's getting cold. Yes, where has Sandra been? She did comment on one of my other channel. Yeah, I should have asked her where you been. Grace can't hold that coffee cup forever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, where has Sandra been? Like I said, I recently saw her comment on my other channel, but yeah, we haven't seen her on this channel for a while. So yes, calling Sandra, our Southern cooker. Hey, Shalem says hi to Grace. Yep. Oh. All right. We're going to do Bible Jeopardy. Here we go. I think that you guys can see that all right. I got a different TV screen now. I think it's clear. And I don't think it's blue. The other one was blue. I think this is set on a different setting. Anyway, this is a different TV screen that I have hooked up to my laptop. My laptop over there. And usually this one was really blue when I put it here. All right. All right, but it looks better than it has been. It's always been blue, but I think the new TV took the blue away. And yes, we always pray that Salim and your family are doing well. We hope all is good. All is good. All right. So, you guys want to pick a category first? Well, let's go through the categories first of all. Okay. We have Bible Trivia, Bible Jeopardy. Complete the verse, Old Testament. Complete the verse, New Testament. Prophets of God from Isaiah to Malachi. New Testament quotes, who said what? Name the book. That's interesting. And the timeline. Ooh, well, these are some new categories. No, it's not blue now. Picture looks great. What's the first category, D? Yeah, so go ahead and pick the first category. We got a couple new ones in here. Yeah, it's not blue anymore because it. You know what? I think that TV was going out for a while. I had it hanging on my wall here, as a monitor. Anyway, yeah, it's not blue anymore. So, all right. So the categories. Once again, complete the verse, Old Testament. Complete the verse, New Testament. Prophets of God. New Testament quotes, name the book, and timeline. How about name the book? Okay, it sounds good to me. We'll start with name the book for 200. Name the book for 200. And here's the question. Question for 200 points. Let me make sure I get it all in there. This first question is for 200 points. Which book is this verse from? To everything there is a season. Oh, this is easy. Hey, stop right there. I already know what this is. This is the easy one. To everything there's a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. Does Peter, Paul, and Mary? I'm just kidding. This is an easy one, I think. So, was it? It's like one of the first things I learned when I read the Bible. I was shocked because a song ripped this off. Was it Matthew, Revelation, Ecclesiastes, or Daniel? Grace and Deep will say Ecclesiastes, yes, and not only that, but it was Ecclesiastes 3. I think it's 3:3. Anyways, it's Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Actually, the colonel had it at his funeral. Correct, ding, 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 ding. In fact, what chapter is it? 3:1. Yes, I knew it was chapter 3, right at the beginning. Yeah, I know somebody who had that at their funeral. Or is it Ford Escalades? Yeah, it could be the Ford Escalades or yeah, it's Escalades. I think we mispronounced it, didn't we? That's okay. E works for me. All right, so we got 200 points or $200, however you want to look at it. All right, next. In the same category, name the book. Oops, let's get over here. Name the book for 400. Escalades. I think a Cadillac Escalades, isn't it? We're off to a good start. Yes, we are. I think it's our night. All right, for 400 points. In which book of the Bible are these words written? Comfort ye, my people, saith your God. Uh-oh. Are they trying to sell me something? Go away. What just happened? I'm not joining. Remember they did this before? They want me to join something. Join their cult. They want me to sign over my house papers. No, I'm just kidding. Why do I have to join? Serenity now. Wait a second. Christian. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Urgent relief for the Holocaust survivors. Isn't that a little late? What is going on here? Is tell you right. You guys, there's urgent relief needed for Holocaust survivors in Israel. All right. Oh, now it's a Holocaust in Israel. Okay, I thought they meant the German one. Okay, you guys. I think, hold on. They just screwed us over. We were off to a good start, and they knew it. They knew it. Okay. I think we're being sabotaged here. What is going on? Ah, man. All right. Oh, you know what? I just got us backwards. Okay, I did it. Anyway, thank you, God. All right, I got back. I just went backwards. I backed out tiptoed backwards. All right, here we go. So, again, I'm glad we picked up here because we're doing good. All right. 400 points. In which book of the Bible are these words written? Comfort ye, my people, saith your God. Is it Revelation, Isaiah, Genesis, or Jude? Pretty sure I know what it is. Because I'm pretty sure we just read it this week. Till you ride. How about escape? Escape. The Rapture people want to buy the Ford Escape. That's what they want to do. And then catch the Hale-Bopp Comet with their Nike shoes on. Jude, okay. D says Jude. Grace, how about you? I think it's in Isaiah, but what do I know? Grace is going to say Isaiah too. Okay, well, let's see if we've got Isaiah. Ding, 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 correct. Because we've read so much Isaiah that it really it sounds like Isaiah, except that weird part where they had the kind of sexual stuff. That was kind of weird. Anyway, yeah, so it is Isaiah. There were some twists and turns there in Isaiah. I don't remember that being in Isaiah, but I might have been sleeping that. Well, it's in chapter 40, and I don't think we're in 40 yet. But you can tell it's Isaiah. The comfort everybody, the Lord, or whatever, how they were just got done speaking. We've read so much Isaiah, it's just like coming out my nostrils. So I don't think we got to 40 yet. So I don't think we exactly read that, but we read a lot that was just like it. Like I said, except for that weird sex stuff, that was kind of weird. All right. I don't even remember that from last time, but anyway. Get up here. Name the book. Okay, name the book for 600. This is such a better picture. All right, for 600 points, what is the theme in the book of Amos? Grace, love, justice, or forgiveness? What do you guys think? What is the theme in the book of Amos? Is it grace, love, justice, or forgiveness? No. Me personally, I'm going to guess justice just because it's just so random. What do you guys think? What is the theme in the book of Amos? Grace, love, justice, or forgiveness? Yeah, I think justice. I'm guessing justice, yeah. Just because it's so random. I was thinking maybe forgiveness or love, but anyway. Faith and grace and nothing else. Oh, speaking of, well, hey Cam, how you doing tonight? There's my sister. Are you home safe? Chris came over to my house tonight and got a dining set. Yeah, good to see you. Everyone saying hi to Chris. Good to see you. All right, let's guess justice, shall we? Ding, 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 ding. Correct. Because it was so random, it had to be justice. Well, very good. Good to see you, Chris. I hope you got home safe and sound. She's got a new dining table tonight. All right. Name that book for 800. Let's see what we got for $800. All right. for 800 points. In the book of Joel, of what does the Lord assure people? Book of Joel. His love, his mercy, his faithfulness, or his deliverance? Personally, it's either faithfulness or deliverance. My first guess is deliverance, but anyway. Down, 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 down. You made it home. You made it home. Ken, thank you. Oh, well, enjoy your table, Chris. I'm glad you are going to use it. Yep, deliverance. Down, 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 down. Grace is mercy. D and I and Chris say deliverance. All right. Well, 3 of us say deliverance. Let's see what it is. Down, 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 down. It is his deliverance. Ding, 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 ding. Why? Because it was so random. Come on, faith, mercy, love. That's in every book, right? Deliverance? Nah, that's not in every book. When it's random like that, dead giveaway. Dead giveaway. All right. And now we have 1,000 points. Name the book for 1,000 points. $1,000. They better pay us too when we get done here. All right, for 1,000 points. In which book is this statement recorded? How the mighty have fallen and the weapons of war perished. Is that in Psalms, 2 Samuel, Ecclesiastes, or Lamentations? Okay, it's got to be Lamentations. My personal guess is Lamentations. Or is it Ecclesiastes? Nah, it's not going to be that. 2 Samuel? I don't know. Psalms? Nah, doesn't sound like David. David's usually crying about himself, not really about, or crying out about himself, not crying out for everybody. I think it's Lamentations too. This is written by Jeremiah the prophet. I would say Lamentations. Because it sounds very... Oh, you shouldn't have followed my advice. It is 2 Samuel. Now, like I said, I'm not really that familiar with 2 Samuel. Besides, the obvious stories of King David and all that. So, you know what, though? Psalms and King David. All right, so that is funny. All right. Across the crown, yep. All right, so next category. Anybody want to... Okay, Grace, Chris, you can pick another category. Thank you, Dee. That was a good category. I liked it. I shouldn't have second guessed myself. What was you going to say? 2 Samuel? Because Psalms, David is Psalms, but 2 Samuel is also, David's also in there. So, when it's David is in Psalms, you've got him kind of crying out for himself. But yeah, 2 Samuel, yeah, that would have been more a group thing, you know what I'm saying? All right, so what's next? Grace, you want to pick? Anybody? Timeline. New Testament quotes, prophets of God. Complete the verse in both Old and New Testament. Grace or Chris, what would you like to do? I think Chris might have dropped off. I only see 3 now. She just got home. It was 2 hours to drive here and 2 hours home. So they've been in the truck for over 4 hours. So anyway, she probably is putting their table together. So anyway, timeline. You want. I do. I want the timeline. I like this, and I like timelines. I like my own timelines, and I like other people's. So very good. I would have picked the same. 200 timeline for 200. You're going to start out easy. Jesus said, oh, please. Jesus said, the one who would betray him had traveled with them, loved money, split the salt, or dipped his hand into the same dish. These are easy. The $200 ones. Oh, it's great. Oh, Chris is still here. Okay. All right, Chris was just lagging behind a little bit. Dipped, yes. This is a very easy one. D, what would you say? Traveled with him, loved money. Well, actually, he did. He did travel with him. He did love money. I don't know if he split the salt, but yes, he dipped his bread into the sop. S-O-P. Yes, he did. He dipped his bread into the sauce. The one who will betray me will dip his hand into the sauce. Ding, ding, ding. Correct. And he dipped his hand in the same dish, in the sauce. Yes, he dipped his bread into the sauce. Matthew 26. So we're at 2,200 points. That's pretty good still. Yes, he did. He dipped his bread in the sop. And you know it's weird, S-O-P, and then he was the son of perdition. Well, S-O-P is son of perdition. And he dipped his bread in the sop, S-O-P, get it? Son, and he became the son of perdition, S-O-P. He dipped his bread in the S-O-P, and he became the S-O-P, and the S-O-B, for that matter. All right. Bible Jeopardy, well, we are at 400. All right, timeline for $400. All right, question, $400. What time of day did the Israelites offer the Passover sacrifice? All right, this is kind of an easy one for me. I'll tell you what I think if you want. I don't want to ruin it for everybody, but I already know this one. Anybody want to guess? Zoinks. Anybody want to guess? This is an easy one because I talk about this one a lot. When do you kill the Passover? You kill the Passover lamb at 3 in the afternoon, and then you cook it on the grill at sundown, and then then you can't leave your house. You have to stay in your house, and you burn everything on the fire, the bones and everything left over. Yep, and then you do not leave your house until till sunrise. So even if somebody knocks on the door, you can't open it. Yes. So when do you cook your Passover meal? At evening, at sundown. That's right. That's an easy one. It is correct. Ding, ding, ding. And then the little kid goes to the door and says, "Ding, ding, ding. Elijah, are you there?" And if Elijah doesn't answer, then they drink Elijah's wine. The head of the table drinks the wine that Elijah would have drank, and they wait another year. And you know what I find interesting? Yeah, it is. It's a little much, D, if you ask me. I think they're man-made. Anyway, you know what I find strange, really strange, is that Grace, who's the guy who pretends he's Jewish and Christian? Who is that guy? I mean, I don't know what he's pretending. I don't want to falsely accuse him somebody, but he says he's a Messianic Jew. Okay, who's the guy? He cries because somebody said that Monty Judah. Okay, so Monty Judah. So they have this thing at their house where that's what they do. They do the Passover meal, and then the youngest kid goes and asks if Elijah is there, and they say no, and then they do that. They don't do that. Well, why is he doing that? Yeah, Monty Judah. So why is he doing that if he believes the Messiah already came? Can anybody answer that? Why is he sending the kid to the door asking for Elijah? They're looking for. So why is Monty Judah still looking for the Messiah if he claims that Jesus was the Messiah? Anybody answer that? How is he looking for Elijah if Jesus is the Messiah? You know what I mean? Why is his family doing that? I got a lot of questions about him. But anyway. So ding, ding, ding. Yes, it is at sundown. So why is his family still doing that if they believe Jesus is the Messiah? You can't have it both ways. Have to unload and assemble now. Chris, well, I'm so glad you made it home safe, Chris. Enjoy your table. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, tradition. Yeah, but you can't. You can't have it both ways, OD. You can't. If he believes Jesus is the Messiah, then why is he sending the kid to the door looking for the Messiah? You know what I mean? Now, the Passover meal would be the tradition. Grace says, be blessed, Chris. Yes. All right. Enjoy your table and have a good rest of the evening. And it was very good to see you tonight, Chris. Really, really nice. Her and her husband, Mike, came out and picked the table up. Anyway, I'm so glad you enjoy it, Chris. It was a table with 6 chairs, a very nice one my parents had, and I don't need it. And so I gave it to her. It's from a different country, too. I can't remember. Love when she pops in here. Yeah. Yeah, I do, too. Yeah, Twistianity is everywhere. All right. Yeah, it was a long drive here. She used to live right down in another town close by here, but she moved pretty far away. So it was quite the drive. You know? Hopefully the Friday traffic isn't too good. This is the time where everybody starts coming up for vacation, so that the traffic can get horrible, especially on a Friday. So anyway, hopefully the traffic was good. All right. So next, timeline for $600. Okay, for $600. In what year did Isaiah see the Lord high and lifted up? In the year that King Ahaz died? In the year that King Uzziah died? You guys, we just went through this. Remember, we just did this. This is crazy. It's crazy, man. All right. In the year King Ahaz died, in fact, all these people are in there. Remember, they were keeping track of things on when the kings died. Anyway, King Ahaz died. King Uzziah died. The second year, the reign of King Josiah, or in the time of the harvest. In what year did they see the Lord lifted up? Oh, I think it was the year King Uzziah died, but don't go by me. I could be really wrong. I thought it was in a year that somebody died, but it could be Ahaz. It could be the second year of the reign of King Josiah. Look at it was so long it went off the block. The answer went off the square. Or in the time of the harvest. You don't remember? I know. You know, because they went through so many. And one was this, and one was that, and one was this, and one was that. So I don't know. What year did Isaiah see the Lord high and lifted up? And look here's the dead giveaway. In the year, what year? Well, a harvest is not a year. Time of the harvest, well, that's not even a year. These 3 answers have the word year in it. It says what year? A harvest isn't even a year, so you can throw that one out. Is this year, this year, or this year? Grace, you have a guess? I'm thinking when Uzziah died. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I just bent my ankle. All right. Grace, you have a Yes? Maybe the second one? Yeah, I think that's when King Uzziah died. I don't know. It could have been Ahaz. I don't know. All right. I'll just check it out. Yeah, ding, ding, ding. It was. It was when the year when King Uzziah died. Remember that? Remember they were keeping. Remember they're keeping track of things by when the king died, and then they said something else when the king died. And this is they're doing both. They said Ahaz when Ahaz. This was one thing that happened. This was when another thing happened. I think it. Anyway. So yes, it was correct. Ding, ding, ding. King Uzziah died. Yeah. Anyway, where are we at? Oh, we're at $800. Timeline for 800. Let's see. Oop, there it is. All right, you guys. At what time for 800 points? At what time of day did Peter address the crowd of the Jews on Pentecost? Okay. When do you guys think it was? When do you guys think it was? Remember they went out on the roof? Yeah. Grace said it was 9 in the morning. I thought it was at noon, but it could be 9 in the morning. Oh, no. Wait. Okay. Here's the answer. Tell you what the answer is. Because remember, somebody in the crowd said, these people are drunk. And he said, how can they be drunk? It's only 9 a.m., right? Is that why you're saying 9? I think it is. These people are drunk. How can they be drunk? It's only 9 a.m. Isn't that what they said? No, you didn't misunderstand it. But it says, at what time of day did Peter address a crowd of Jews at Pentecost? Remember what they did? They went out on the roof. They were speaking in tongues, and somebody in the crowd mocked them. And they said, how are they doing this? And somebody said, they're drunk. And then this other guy said, how can they be drunk? It's only 9 o'clock in the morning. That was on Pentecost. I think it's 9 a.m. What time did they say? Remember the guy in the crowd was mocking? He said, they're drunk. And the guy said, how can they be drunk? Did he say it's only noon? Or did they say, how can they be drunk? It's only 9 a.m. I think it was, how can they be drunk? No, the question is, at what time of day did Peter address the crowds? Well, when they were addressing the crowds, they thought he was drunk. Somebody thought he was drunk. So and they said, how can they be drunk? It's only 9 a.m. I think it's 9 a.m. Yes, correct. How can they be drunk? It's only 9 a.m. That's what rang the bell for me. No, no, you didn't. No. That's how I can for sure know when it was, because that somebody in the crowd mocked them, said they were drunk. He said, how they can't be drunk? It's only 9 o'clock in the morning. All right. Then timeline for $1,000 or points if you're not a gambler. All right. If I like to gamble, how many years were Israelites in captivity when Ezekiel received his vision of Jerusalem? Were they in captivity? 20. Oh, wait a minute. Israelites in captivity when Ezekiel received a vision of Jerusalem. Was it 20 years? Were they in captivities for 20 years, 1 year, 6 years, or 77 years? How many years were the Israelites in captivity when Ezekiel received his vision of Jerusalem? You guys know? I mean, so once they were taken in, once the first once the first temple was destroyed and they were taken into Babylon. Grace is 77, D says 20. I know that Daniel told everybody right away that they were going to be in captivity for 70 years. That was that. That would, if it was Daniel, I'd say 1 year. But Ezekiel, how long were they in captivity before Ezekiel received his vision? That's a hard one. Because the Israelites are in captivity 400 years, weren't they? Weren't they in captivity for 400 years? I'm going to take a guess and say after the first year. Grace says 77, D says 20. I'll say after 1 year. 6 seems random. Could be that. All right, let's see if Grace is right at 77. Incorrect. It's actually 6 years. You know why? Because I said it's so random. You almost have to. 430 years, yeah. So the reason I said 6 years is because it's so random. 1 year is logical. 20 years logical. 77 years. Well, God, 77's. But which one's so illogical here? 6. 6 is not. 6 is so random. You know what I mean? So that's why I thought it was 6 years, just because of the randomness. They were in captivity for 430 years. Yep. And you know what? I mean, just think about it. Do you think after 430 years, they're even Israelites anymore? They are Egyptians at that point. I mean, there might be some few people with traditions still left, but just think about it. If your grandparents or great-great-great-grandparents, if 430 years ago, your relatives came from Russia, or your relatives came from Israel, or your relatives came from Hungary or something, do you really think after 400 years of being in America, 430 years, do you think these babies being born today have anything left of Hungary or Russia or anything? You know what I mean? Just think about it. 430 years in Egypt. You really think they have, that's, guess what? That's why they come back. What do they got? Seats. They're doing circumcisions. They're doing all the things the Egyptians did, saying that God told them to do it. That's what I think too. Culture would have changed people. Oh, totally. They're not even Israelites at that point anymore. After 430 years, you're an Egyptian. And that's why they were circumcised. That's why they had the seats, the tassels, all that stuff. They're straight out of Egypt. Okay, I'll guess the next one. I'll say complete the verse New Testament for 200. But yeah, I mean, who's even, anyway. I thought that was something on the TV. It's theirs, they're writing. All right, so for 200 points, I totally forgot the category. What was the category? Finish the line in New Testament. Finish the quote. For as many as are led by the Spirit of God, they are what? Without hope in this world? That is funny. For as many as are led by the Spirit of God, they're without hope in this world, of all men to be pitied, backbiters and men pleasers, the Son of God. This has to be Timothy. It's first or second. Corinthians is first or second. I mean, it's got to be Paul. This is a Paul. I don't know what's going on, but this is Paul, 100%. I don't know if it's Timothy, Corinthians, Ephesians. I don't know what it is, but this is Paul. For as many as are led by the Spirit of God, they are without hope in this world, of all men to be pitied, backbiters, men, sons of God. Any guess? Look at the famous YouTube prophet who complains about anyone entering U.S. from foreign lands, yet he doesn't consider his own ancestry. I know. I know. Just just too simple-minded to even go there. Sons of God? All right, are they so? For many as by led by the Spirit of God, they are the sons of God. Sons of God? Okay. Unanimous sons of God. Correct. Ding, 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 ding. And what is it? Romans. It had to be Paul. Totally. There's not really more Paul than Romans. The Romans road. Faith and grace and nothing else. Oh boy, have you guys seen this saga going on with Tim Henderson? Hi-yo. Not good. Let's just say that. All right. Complete the verse. That's what the category was. Complete the verse. New Testament. For 400. All right, for 400 points. And he had in his right hand. Oh, this is going to be easy. Book of Revelation. And he had in his right hand blank stars, and out of his mouth went a blank, and his countenance was as blank his strength. This is pretty easy for me because I have Revelation, the beginning of it, memorized. So I you guys can guess. Out of his hand, and his right hand was 12. Right here. Here's the answer. Oh no, I'm sorry. And his hand 7, and countenance was as the sun shineth. Yeah, here it is. It's this one here. So I would say it's going to be, and he had in his right hand 7 stars, and out of his mouth went a sharp 2-edged sword, and his countenance was as the sun shineth in his strength. Or was it 3 stars and a sickle? And I don't know. What do you guys think? The last one? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this one here. 7 stars, out of his mouth a 2-edged sword. It's definitely a 2-edged sword. Was it 12 stars? No, it was 7 stars. All right, 2-edged sword, that's for sure. Yes, ding ding, correct. It's 7 stars. His 2-edged sword, double-edged sword came out of his mouth, and sunshine on his face. Made his face shine like the sun. What's the deal with Tim Henderson? All right, well, so if you look his name up, you can check, see what's going on. But all right, so his wife died, right? Mysteriously. And remember, you guys, remember when it happened? I showed you guys the video of Tim Henderson coming home, didn't I? I said, what kind of a man? This was so odd, you guys. His behavior, the wife died, and it was on Valentine's Day. And he came home, and she died that night. And I said, man, is that long before nobody knew she died. She wasn't even dead then. But I said, this is so weird, you guys. I've seen a lot of murder mysteries, and this looked like, remember, he was gone all day on Valentine's Day. And just the red flags were everywhere before this. But anyway, so he's gone all day on Valentine's Day. And he comes home because he's with he went to go comfort somebody, okay? With his pants on or pants off, I don't know. But so he's gone all day on Valentine's Day, right? Leaves his wife at home. He gets home, remember, he gets home. This is even before I knew the wife died. I said, this is weird. Anyway, so he gets home. And instead of rushing in, because it's midnight, you guys, or it's 1 o'clock in the morning. It's after midnight. And he's gone all day on Valentine's Day, okay? Now, wouldn't you think, yes, Yes, there is okay, so he was having an affair with some lady, and she's the one that's under suspicion for killing her. Because she was giving her some kind of concoction or something. I don't know. Anyway, the girl, it's his girlfriend that's under suspicion. But oh yeah, okay, and that's another thing about the daughter. All right, so okay, so he comes home after midnight. This is so weird. He comes home after midnight. He pulls the car in the garage or outside the garage, but he pulls in the driveway. He's got his dog in the back seat, and he's had his dog with him all day on Valentine's Day, gone all day comforting somebody or a brother in Christ or whatever. Got some weird excuse. But he comes home after midnight on Valentine's Day, parks his car, and does a video. Who does that? Listen, if I was gone all day, I would go in and rush and apologize to my spouse and say, I'm sorry I had to be gone all day. I love you and sorry we missed Valentine's Day and all that. And even if it wasn't Valentine's Day, if I'm gone all day and my husband is at home or if Dave was at home, I would not be sitting outside doing a video. And my dog's in the back seat. Why don't I get out and let him out? We've been gone all day. Let the darn dog out of the back seat. Why are you in the car doing a video now? A long video, explain. And you know what? He was over explaining what he did that day. I'm thinking red flag, red flag, red flag. Well, a couple hours later, his wife died. Okay, they don't even know what time of death. But anyway, she died that night. Anyway, so it turns out that Timmy had a girlfriend. And the girlfriend was given Karen, the deceased wife now, given his wife some kind of concoction to make her feel better. And anyway, so she's under suspicion. Get this, Grace. Remember now, Grace remembers the daughter tried to commit suicide. And the daughter, I don't know, how old is she? Teenager or something? I don't know. But the daughter tries to commit suicide. Instead of Tim taking a few days off to deal with his daughter, he rushes in there with the camera going, puts the daughter on life support or whatever, not on life support, but she's hooked up she's in the hospital, tubes coming out of her and all this stuff, and she's survived a suicide attempt. And Tim's in there with the camera, saying hi, say hi to everybody. They're praying for you. Well, get right. Okay, now get this. The reason that, oh my goodness, this goes so deep. And I knew there was red flags. So the reason she tried to commit suicide, turns out, is that the oldest brother was molesting her. All right? They left that part out. The oldest brother, I forgot what his name is. Tim Henderson's, their oldest son. What's his name? The oldest son was molesting the girl that tried to kill herself, his sister. And he molested a bunch of other people. And Tim, instead of telling everybody and putting a stop to it, guess what Tim did? Put him in charge of the youth ministry. So the molester is running the youth ministry now. And anyway, now the police are involved. It's a mess. Now they're wanting to find out. Oh, and get this. Tim Henderson got he had a large policy. Yeah. And Tim Henderson had a life insurance policy on the wife. So he got a few $100,000. I can't remember. It's a couple $100,000. I can't remember. Immediately, he started spending like a rock star. Tim went on trips. I think he even went out of the country. He went on all these vacations and trips and, all this. He's been living it up. So yeah, he got a bunch of money from her death. Anyway, there's even recorded phone calls. I've listened to them. Recorded phone calls between the children and Karen's family. And every one of them, from Karen's family to even Tim's own children, they all believe that. They don't believe their dad did it, but they believe the dad's girlfriend did it. The dad had a girlfriend, and they believe that the girlfriend did it. They don't believe their own dad did it, but they believe that maybe the dad had the girlfriend do it. But what did I tell you guys? That was so weird. Why would he come home after midnight, being gone all day? Why wouldn't you go in and see your wife? Who? You guys, even if I had nobody in the house, are you kidding? If I'm gone all day and I'm after midnight, I'm going in that. Me and my dog are going in the house. We've had enough. You think I'm going to sit outside my car and do a video for a half hour? Telling you about my day? No. Sound like a cover story. It is a mess. All right, anyway. Yeah, you can look some of that stuff up. It's all online, but they're all being investigated now. The molesting son, the son that's molesting people and running the youth ministry, the girlfriend who probably tried to kill Karen or did, the YouTube prophet, yeah, living the hardy lifestyle. Prophet claims he knows Tim is guilty of doing it all by himself. No, it was the girlfriend. Especially on Valentine's Day. They're right, D. Who does that? And listen, your wife's inside waiting for you all day. It's after midnight. Why would you come home? Your dog's still in the back seat. Oh, guess what? Now the dog is dead. The dog is it's just like you can't ask him about the dog, and you can't ask him how Karen died, and you can't ask him how the dog died. No, that's all right. That dog he had all the time with him mysteriously died, and he doesn't want to talk about it. It's so weird. All right, so complete the verse, 600. Hope that fills you in. Telling you, it's a hot mess. Like I said, he's been living the lifestyle of a rock star ever since. All right, so Bible trivia, 600-point question. Thou fool, that which thou blank is not quickened, except it blank. I wish there was just one answer instead, too. It makes it kind of weird. Thou fool, that which thou eatest is not quickened, except it be washed. That's good if you're talking about an apple. Thou fool, that which thou thinketh is not quickened, except it be spoken. I watched some of his videos a few years ago, but didn't care for it. Yeah, something odd about him, wasn't it, D? You're picking up on that. Yeah, something is very off with this guy. And you know what? Everybody says the same thing. You could tell that the wife, Karen, she'd sit in the passenger seat. She looked very abused and very intimidated. And he'd say, "The most beautiful bride in the land," or something like that. And everybody said they weren't buying that beautiful bride crap. She looked like she'd just been beaten before you turned the camera on. Everybody said the same thing. She looked so intimidated. I mean, guess the last one. This is a hard. I don't like the two questions here. The two answers. Thou fool, that which thou doest is not quickened, except it be sanctified. Great, D. I think you're right. 100%. I think you're right. Grace. Oh, incorrect. Oh, sowest and died. Let's go back. Sow died. Sow die. Let's see. Question for 600 point. Thou fool, that which thou sowest is not quickened, except it die. Ding, 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 correct. All right, that was a weird one. 6,200. That's pretty good. All right, for 800 points. The two-part answers are hard. Good guess, D. Yep. But still, it was a good guess. All right. What shall we say then? Is the law sin? God forbid. Nay, I had not known sin, but by the law, for I had not known sin except the law said, thou shalt not steal. It's this one right here. Oh, wait, I don't know. Actually, it could be for all of them. For I had not known lust, shall not covet. Not known death, shall not kill. Sin. I think it's sin and steal. If I did not known evil, except the law, thou shalt not die. Could be that too. Could be death, kill, evil. Anyway, I think it is evil and die or sin and steal. For I had not known sin except for the law. There, it's this one here, sin, I think. You guys can guess, but I think it's sin. Yeah, he is a weird one there. Yeah, he's been going on. Yeah, I think it's sin and steal too. Because they're talking about, so he just said, had I not known sin by the law, for I had not known sin, except said not shall not steal. First guess is sin. Yeah, it's my first instinct. Oh, it's incorrect. Lust and covet. What? Paul? Get your head out of the gutter. Yeah, yeah. Had I not known lust, except for the law, he said, thou shalt not covet. Romans. Figures. It was Romans. That's your Romans road to hell. What do they say? The road to hell is paved with good intentions, right? All right, for 1,000, complete the verse. Oh my goodness, Paul is just a mess. Anyway, Paul wrote in his epistles to the Romans, I am a debtor both to the blank and to the blank, both to the blank and to the blank. I think it's here that I'm a debtor to both the Jews and the Gentiles, the bond and the free. Jews, Gentiles, wise and unwise. Why would you even be in debt to them? Greeks and barbarians, circumcised and I don't. That could be circumcised. They do, yeah. They seem a little. Somebody said there seem. I think D said, noted that they are a little obsessed with their groin area. Last one: Jews, Gentiles, bond and free. Yeah, I think so too. Grace. Agreed, last one, yeah, I think so too. Oh, it's incorrect. Greeks, barbarians. Greeks and barbarians. What? He's indebted to the Greeks and the barbarians? And to the wise and the unwise? What? Greeks and barbarians? Why would he be in debt to the Greeks, the barbarians, the wise and the unwise? Why would you be in debt to them? That is weird. What version are they using? I don't know. Twistiani? I don't know. Crazy. All right. Well, that's it for this three for three. How many more you ladies want to do? You want to do one more final round, or I don't know what they're using. It's got to be nobody can use nothing but the King James version. You have to use it, or you're going to be thrown out of the church right away and banned and ostracized. You know, that's exactly what the Scientology does. When you quit them, they ostracize you and try to ruin you, make you sorry you quit. Anyway, so ladies, I think one more round. Okay, you guys decide which one is it. Complete the verse, prophets of God, New Testament quotes. I think the New Testament quotes, but prophets of God would be all right. To complete the verse with all these multiple questions, it's kind of hard. And okay, Paul dominated the New Testament, didn't he? Isn't that weird? Nothing about Jesus, was it? I think every one of these was Paul. I think every one was Paul. Because Paul is the New Testament, you know what I'm saying? All right, so what do you ladies think? About one more round, okay. Quotes. Let's do quotes. Host choice? Okay, thank you, Grace. Then I will choose New Testament quotes. Who said what to whom? Oh, it's still going to be a two-parter, but that's okay. New Testament's a lot easier than the Old Testament. All right, for 200 points, what did Jesus say that made the mourners at the synagogue's official's house laugh with scorn? Did he say, give unto her something to eat? The damsel's not dead, but she sleepeth. Damsel, I say unto thee, arise. She shall rise at the resurrection. I know this one for sure is this one. They laughed because she said she was sleeping. She was sleeping. This was, what was her name? Tabitha? No. Was it Tabitha? No, what was her name? It might have been Tabitha. I can't remember. She had kind of a weirdly modern name. Dorcas. Was it Dorcas? No. Tabitha, Dorcas? I can't remember. Yeah. She sleepeth. Yep, I think so. Because she says she's not dead, she's sleeping. She sleepeth? Okay, we're going to go with she sleepeth. Ding, ding, ding. Correct. The damsel's not dead. She's sleeping. That's in Mark. Gospel Mark. I can't remember what her name was. Tabitha, Dorcas. I can't remember. One of them had multiple names. Anyway. Quotes. New Testament quotes for 400. That's fun. All right. For $400. We got $6,000 already in the bank here. All right. For $400, who said, let us here make 3 tabernacles? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Who do you think it always is? Dorcas does have another. It's Tabitha. That's what it is. Dorcas is Tabitha. I think, right? Dorcas is Tabitha? Yeah, I can't remember. I think it's Tabitha. Can't remember. Let's just put it this way. I mean, aren't they talking about the New Testament here? Moses, Joshua, and Jacob aren't even in the New Testament. And Peter's the one they always try to make look stupid. Peter is always saying something dumb. Like, hey, let's make 3 tabernacles. One for you, one for Elijah, and one for Moses. And then Jesus basically slaps him upside the head and said, what is wrong with you? Going to guess, Peter? I think so, too. What are you going to guess, Grace? Peter? Do we have all 3 for Peter? It's got to be, since, Moses, Joshua, and Jacob weren't really traveling along with Jesus. Not that I remember, except for, the little visit on the mountain. Other than that. All right. Ding, 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 ding. Peter. All right. She says Pete. 8,600 points. Wow, you guys, we're going home with $3,000 a piece tonight. Of course, it will be in Bitcoin or brick. It's in the new brick money. Brick. It's in virtual money. All right, $600. Who said what? I think, isn't that funny, in the New Testament? Then the Peter's the only one in the New Testament. The 4 choices. They give you 3 Old Testament names and only 1 from the New Testament. All right, for 600 points. Who said, sanctify them through thy truth? Thy word is truth. Was it Paul, David, What is going on here? Is this not a New Testament thing here? Solomon's not in the New Testament. David's not in the New Testament. All right, so who said it? Is it Paul or Jesus? Well, that's pretty easy. Jesus never said nothing about sanctifying you with truth and believing stuff. I'm pretty sure it's Paul. Paul is dominating that New Testament. What do you guys think? First of all, David and Solomon aren't even in the New Testament. So it's either Jesus or Paul. Jesus doesn't talk like this. Sanctify them through thy truth. That word is truth. I mean, maybe he does. It's either Jesus or Paul. You guys can pick. I think it's Paul. Paul double talks and talks nonsense. That narrows it down, yeah. It's either Jesus or Paul. Do you think Paul? Paul talks in circles. That's how you know it's Paul. He's talked in circles. D says Paul. All right. So it sound like Paul or Jesus? Oh, it was Jesus. Right, we're going to go back and do this again. Was it Jesus? Oh, no wonder. John 17:17. It's John. That explains it. That explains it. Look at John 17:17. And that's an evil number right there. Very evil. I heard it's bad luck. Yeah, it was Jesus, but it was the John version of Jesus, not the regular version of Jesus, not the synoptic version of Jesus. It was a John version of Jesus. Two different things. All right, well, we got our money back on that one anyway. All right, New Testament for 800. All right, it's either going to be Jesus or Paul. And more likely Paul. All right, to whom did Jesus say, I am the resurrection and the life? I'm pretty sure it's the Pharisees because that almost got him punched in the face. He didn't have to tell Martha. He didn't have to tell Mary or Lazarus, I don't think. But this has got John written all over it. I don't care what it is, it's going to end up a John. Because John is the only one that turns Jesus into God. I am the resurrection and life. That did not come from Matthew, Mark, and Luke. Promise. I would bet anybody $100 right now. $100. This is from John. Nobody else talks like that. So is it Martha? Did he tell Martha? Did he tell Mary? That's weird. And this here's a John story right here. John is the Lazarus story. Or was it the Pharisees? Martha, Martha, Martha. All right. Was it Martha, Martha, Martha? Everything's always about her. Martha, Martha, Martha. Jan, you're special too. No, it's just always about Martha, Martha, Martha. Remember in the Brady Bunch, Jan got hit in the nose with the football? And her nose was big and smashed. They put like Play-Doh on her nose so it looked like it was smashed. Then she had a date with like Davy Jones or something. It's always Martha. Okay, let's find out if it's Martha. Oh, great. D said Pharisees. Could have been. I thought Pharisees too. He's always trying to put them in their place. But ding, ding, ding. It was Martha, Martha, Martha. And of course, where was it? In John. Look at the money we got, you guys. 10 grand. That's not easy to make in one night. We just did it. Bam. All right. One last one for tonight. New Testament quotes for 1,000 smackerinos. It's always Martha. Martha, Martha, Martha. Yeah, she had a date with like Davy Jones or something. They smashed her nose with the football. And then they put like Play-Doh on it. That was so fake. All right. For 1,000 points, this is the final finale. It's all or nothing. Double or nothing. No, I don't want to do double or nothing. All right. It's only for 1,000 points then. Who said to Paul, Paul, thou art beside thyself. Much leaning doth make thee mad. Was not Bernice. Wasn't Felix. Wasn't good. I think it was Festus. Festus for the rest of us. King Agrippa. Why would he be talking to Paul? Felix. I didn't know a cat could talk. Bernice. Festus. Festivus for the rest of us. I knew you would get the. Oh, yes. I am a 70s child. Festivus for the rest of us. I mean, is this King Agrippa? He sure as the heck ain't talking to him. Felix the cat? Bernice? Paul, you're beside yourself. You know what this actually is, if you turn it into English? Paul, you've gone crazy. You've learned too much. That's what it says. Too much learning made you crazy. You see that? Paul, you've gone crazy. You're beside yourself. Too much learning made you crazy. Paul, you're beside yourself. Too much learning made you crazy. Did Bernice say it? Felix, Agrippa, or Festus? I don't know. Is it Festivus for the rest of us? Or Felix the cat? I mean, is there a person named Agrippa, or is what? Bernice? Festus? Festivus for the rest of us. Let's see. Ding, 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 ding. It is Festivus for the rest of us. Bam. And we have $11,000 to take home tonight, ladies. Very, very good. Thank you. That was an excellent game. That was an excellent game, ladies. It was fun to see my sister in here, stopping in to say hi. She's enjoying her new dining table right now. All right. Wonderful. Give yourselves all a hand of applause. Give it all yourself. Everybody give yourself a hand. All right. Yeah, that was fun. We did good. Oh, my water's. Yeah, let's celebrate by not going to Disneyland. That's right. What are you going to do? Not go to Disneyland. Speaking of Disneyland, did you guys see that some Olympic winner just died at 32 years old? Good job again tonight, D. Yes, D, you did excellent. Grace, you did good. You did excellent too. I think we all did just fine. Wonderful night. Unless you guys want to come up and chat. That should be good. I'm ready for Sabbath. I got my food ready. I got some wontons still. Another round of wontons left too. House is spotless. My chores are done. And it's time to relax. If I remember right, we're going to have a rainy weekend again. Is that right? I think so, D. I mean, I think so, Grace. D, you got a heat wave. I think we're going to get into a rainy, cold weekend. I haven't looked in a few days. I just remember it was going to be nice all week and then kind of crappy on the weekend. I just looked at the nice part during the week, and then I blacked out after that. Don't really care about the rest. Had a great week. It was a really good week. Really good week. I'm gonna go to bed. Enjoyed being here. We enjoyed your company, D. I enjoyed it myself. Send some rain this way. Okay, we'll try. We will try. I'll pray us out. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for gathering us once again. Praise be to you. Thank you for your Sabbaths. They're always a delight. We thank you for our rest. We thank you for all that you provide. Glory to you. Amen and amen. All right. So thank you, ladies. Be blessed, D. Sleep well. Same time tomorrow. Yep. See you tomorrow night, you guys. And it was fun. I had a great time, you guys. And it was nice seeing Salim here. He started out his Saturday morning stopping in saying hi. So A shout out to Salim and anybody else who listened, or a shout out to my sister Chris, who came in and stopped in and said hi tonight. Good evening to Chris and anybody else that listened. Thank you. And if you're listening on the replay, thank you for listening on the replay. I appreciate it. Anyway, everybody have a good rest of the evening. Enjoy your Sabbath. Love you, Kathy. Love you too, Grace. Love, prayers, blessings to you all. Enjoy your Sabbath. Yes, everybody. Everybody have a wonderful rest of the evening. Have an awesome day tomorrow. I hope the Lord blesses you abundantly. God bless each and every one of you. Praise the Lord to God. Hallelujah and shalom. And good night. Peace.